I have something very, very special that just came by UPS. First of all, I want to say thank you to Ham Radio Outlet for getting this to me so quickly. And for this very special opening, I have a very special knife. This is my Ziti Beast. This thing is probably the meanest, baddest pocket rocket that I own. This one here in particular is discontinued, but they do have some the new style, and they are very, very cool. Go ahead and check these out. This is from Ziti Knives. These are the same guys who make Kershaw knives. This is like the Lexus of Kershaw. We'll have a beautiful little look at the Ziti Beast in OD green. Before I let me just stroke it. This is so nice. Wow. Look at that, guys. Fresh out of the factory, and I'll bet that battery is fully charged. The new Yaesu FT3D. Oh my God, I finally got my hands on this thing. It has been since Dayton that I have wanted to get my hands on this radio, and now it has come true. I have the FT3 in my hand. This is everything that the FT2 wasn't when I did the review on that. We'll turn it on the same way we turn on the FT2. And I still have... You got to be kidding me. You got to be kidding me. Did you guys see that? Okay, I got to take this off. Yaesu, you are killing me. You actually programmed my call sign in here for me. I am. Or HRO did it. I don't know who did it, but my call sign was in this radio the second I turned it on. I have not played with this thing. Holy crap. Beautiful, beautiful radio. Look at this. This is awesome. Oh my God, look at this. It is, I'm going to go grab my FT2. I am just, I am blown away that when I turned this thing on, my call sign was already in it. Yes, it is. That is my call sign. How cool. Yaesu, you guys rocked it. That is freaking badass. Okay, so my first question has been answered. Yes, my FT2 battery fits in here. This fits into the drop-in charger just fine. They sent me a dead battery. I replaced it with a full battery from my FT2. So I've got a full battery and ready to rock and roll here. So the first thing you're going to notice, besides my greasy little hands on the screen, are the ergonomics of this radio. It looks a lot like the FT70, but it is a little bit shorter. It is the same width though, because it has to fit in that same charger and it uses the same battery. You'll notice that the screen real estate is just slightly smaller. The speaker looks much bigger and it is much, much louder than the FT2. When you turn it on, you'll notice my call sign did come up in the screen, and it comes up onto the first frequency that I programmed in, which is my repeater. Now, I went in there and started playing around. I don't really know what I'm doing with this radio yet, so you gotta cut me a little slack. Now moving through the menus is almost exactly like it is on the FT2. The auto dual band brings up an FM radio, so you can listen to your talk radio or music or whatever you want to listen to on FM. And that also has another feature where you could go into weather radio, shortwave, all kinds of other cool stuff. Now the club active monitor, the cam button, this is something that I'm going to explore as I program in some more frequencies into the thing. It ought to be kind of interesting. The recording, you can actually set up recordings. It'll record incoming and outgoing phone traffic or voice traffic. And that could be very, very useful in like an MCOM situation when you need to play something back. And I haven't figured out how to play it back on the radio yet. Now moving on to the buttons and all the controls on the radio, very much like the FT2, except they feel much better. You get a much more positive feel off the PTT than you do on the FT2. This one is a little bit more pronounced and sticks out. Now notice on the right hand side of the screens, you can change with the squelch button. You could change that red volume into squelch, and then you can adjust your squelch all the way down to nothing, or tighten it way up if you want. All the way up to you, and just a press of the squelch button. You can lock it with the lock button, unlock it with the same button, just like you did on the FT2. But I think that is a very, very cool thing. The other side of the radio, you've got your SD card slot, and I do have an 8 gig SD card in there, a USB. Under that you have both the power adapter, so the stock charger, and then that Yaesu mic jack for the picture mic. Now one thing that Yaesu didn't do was expand the call sign field. I can actually fit my call sign and my name in there, but I would have liked to have a few extra characters, maybe to put the FT3 logo in there to get transmitted. One thing they did do that I am in love with is they allowed me to, in dual mode, put a meaningful name in there on the active band. The scope on the FT3 is much improved from the FT2. Gives me a whole lot of information there, and if there was a strong signal there in one of those little slots, you would have definitely seen it. Now you can see a carrier way down below the active frequency there, and that was me playing around. The group mode is one of the coolest features on the FT2 and the FT3, as well as some of the others. This enables you to kind of keep a running log of what's going on.
Hey Bob, KJ4MFJ, you're sounding loud and clear.
Hey, thanks. Just testing out the new FT3 and making a video. So you get to be in the video.
Outstanding. We'll have something for my daughters to watch on a Friday night.
Alright guys, I have literally owned this radio now for about 20 minutes and I know nothing about it. So this is just a very, very brief look at this thing. We will definitely dive into this radio as I learn more about it. As of today, there is no programming software for this radio available. I already tried to hack my SD card for the FT2 and load it into here. That wasn't gonna happen. I have talked to RT Systems. Well, I didn't talk to them. Sent them an email this morning, and they sent me an email right back that said software forthcoming next week for the Windows and probably 2 weeks for the Mac. So, and then we'll see what Yaesu releases here as far as programming software for this. But I've programmed up a few frequencies in this thing, and I'll be playing with this as well as playing with my Anytone 878. And hey, if you guys haven't gotten in on the deal here to get a free Anytone 878, I mean, really, I mean, what kind of an idiot doesn't want a free radio? Just go hit the link below and sign up for this thing. And while you're at it, go sign up for one from all the other creators that have contests out for Bridgecom. I mean, why wouldn't you? Even if you don't like me, you probably want to go sign up for the radio. But you know what? Then again, we're 400 subs away from 20,000, which means then we can give the thing away. So if you haven't already hit the subscribe button, please hit it now. Hit the like, hit the share, leave a comment. Let me know what you think about the new FT3. If you are planning on buying one, if you've already bought one, if you're waiting for the jury, and what you want to know about this. A huge thank you to Nick and HRO in Oakland, California for setting this thing up for me, putting my call sign in it, and sending it out in one day. I mean, literally, you called me yesterday, said, hey, we got your FT3 on the way, and here it is today. I am so thankful to you guys. Thank you. But you know what? Not a sponsored video at all. Yaesu didn't kick this down. HRO didn't kick this down. I kicked my money in for this just like everybody else. The brand new FT3 in my hand. Ta-da! Anyway, guys, that's it. Very excited. Thank you. We'll see you again real soon. I'm Bob, K6UDA, and I'm out of here. 7-3.